Oh, wow. There's a whole bunch of you out there. Oh, you just interrupted my practice session. Oh, camera's rolling. Oh, you're here. Okay. It's Colin Daniel from riffninja.com. These are the chords to Freebird. I'll keep them simple, and then I'll add a little bit more to it once I got you into it. It's a G, basically, a D. You can play, you know, just a standard G. I like to play the G with the extra D note there. I mean, I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make for you at the beginning. I like to finger pick this, so a lot of times I'll use the extra finger there because I like the sound of this G a little more. If you ask me which G to use, I think to use this G, but I'm not sure because there's a bunch of different versions of the song, and it's up to the interpreter here. But it's for sure it's a G major, a D, an E minor, an F, a C, and a D. Now I play my C with a G bass. You don't have to. You can play the basic C. It just depends on what you're going to do with it, right? There's 3 guitars in the original version, and they're all playing parts of it. So I kind of put this together so it would work with one, right? You can strum it just by going. You got to remember that the G and the D changes are half bar each. The E minor is a full bar. The F and the C are half bar, and the D is a full bar. So you could go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and there's a couple of other things. You can hit the bass notes for each change, like a G for the G chord, a D for the D chord. So like hit the G and then strum. You know, that's how I would start. Hit the D bass note and strum the D. And here's an interesting thing. In some of the versions, I've heard them play an F sharp bass because you're going down. You know, you're going G, F sharp, E. So there's a little scale happening there, a little bit of a scale movement happening there in your bass notes. So you could play it G, then F sharp bass with a D chord, right? Now I usually don't, you could play the F sharp bass like this too, where you move your fingers around like normally D is like this, but you use your first finger for the F sharp and then lay the D down. I usually, when I play an F sharp bass note, whether I use my thumb or whether I use my first finger here, I mute the A string because it's a little drony and noisy. Even though technically the A string could be in there, I don't think it was sounded in that progression. And then it goes to E minor, right? So it'd be G, then D, you know, then E, and that's D with the F sharp bass, right? When you see that written out, it's D slash F sharp, you know, that's a D slash F sharp. You know, then E minor, then F, then C, and I prefer the C with the G bass for the strumming because it's thicker, right? This is a regular C, this is a C with a G bass, and then D. So G, then F sharp over D, then E, you know, F, C, and D. Pick it. Whoops, try that again. You can leave the F sharp bass out too. It still sounds good. It's still part of the song. The F sharp bass sounds nice when you're hitting all the bass notes because it goes down. follows through. Those are the coolest chords. Anyways, that should get you going on this song. And if you need to know more, you're going to have to visit me on the riffninja.com site. Anyways, happy strumming, happy picking, and practice lots, and we'll see you again next time. It's called